Alright, so let's get this out of the way. Ooh, that's neat. We're actually controlling the ship. I should have paid attention. Alright, so this is gonna be pretty standard stuff. Destroy everything in sight. Project whatever it wants you to do, I guess. Just destroy those things on the ground. Try not to die.
Some of the other guys are getting a little nervous.
Nervous? Why would you be nervous? Find something. So, there's not much to talk about except what other games I've been playing, so I guess this is now the time. As where I was playing Bayonetta 2, I finished Zelda Wind Waker's 1. I think I got pushed by something. Invisible wall. Anyway, Bayonetta 2 is still fun. I probably just need more time with it to actually make a good call. I said before that I actually got my N64. I didn't say I was considering Banjo-Kazooie for a Let's Play, but I did say I wanted to play it, regardless. I have seen it, I just never really had a way to actually play it, because it never got released on the Virtual Console or anything, unlike other games because of it being by Rare and all that stuff.
I just remembered I haven't managed to point out planet radio. Those bombs.
I don't know, I'm gonna have to look for it, because there's definitely other N64 games I want to play, like Paper Mario, which I wanted the physical copy more than the PC copy. It's been in my backlog for some time, though, and I've always liked that series.
I mean, we never doubted you for a second, Sarge. Good work.
I don't know what the hell the garbage was saying. And now we're actually going to do some real combat after a Halo jump.
Real, Sarge. The lights are everywhere, and we're getting our butts kicked.
There's not much to say. I was also playing Super Mario Galaxy and its sequel recently. I beat Galaxy 2 over the summer. I never actually got the Galaxy 1 because I couldn't really find a copy in stores. Both were really good games. Stuff I've been considering for Let's Play for some time. But again, there's that... I never mentioned this, but Nintendo is again trying to take profits off Let's Play videos. Probably because most of the most popular Let's Players on YouTube are pretty much all Nintendo based. You know, Lucajin, Steven Plays. Well, not really Steven Plays, because he just goes either way, but also Chugga Convert, Proton Johnson, and Nintendo's very aware of this. So I'm like, oh, that's probably why they're doing it. That doesn't mean it's still great, of course, because I don't know why they're doing it, because other companies like Ubisoft, Sony, and Microsoft don't care. And I think also no, not Santa, other companies. I'm trying to remember what, but I just know Ubisoft is super supportive of that in particular. Like, they don't mind what's going on. They actually have been trying to give copies of their games in advance to some Let's Players, which I think is pretty neat. I give them props for that. But Nintendo just kind of needs to give them time, and that's really kind of why I haven't considered really doing Nintendo games, because I don't want their shit to impede on people's videos. And there's been so much hate. Like, I think this started back in 2006 as well, and then it backed up in 2014, but then it came back again late 2014. Or was it 2015, early 2015? Now, you know it's definitely kind of both. And I never really understood what happened, so I had to look at some videos, and then I found I'm like, oh god, that sucks. And you would think it would only be for maybe, at worst, Wii U games, 3DS games, maybe some Nintendo DS games, and some Wii games. No! That's what sucks even more. I read, and it's actually extending to fricking GameCube games, and I think Nintendo 64 games, and maybe even, God forbid, NES and SNES games. And that's fucking dumb. Because there are some exceptions, although it seems some of those exceptions are kind of vanishing. Like, Nintendo said they can't do anything about Super Smash Bros. Because they don't own all the characters. They don't own Mega Man, Pac-Man, and Sonic. And they probably can't do it with Sprawl either. But it's so stupid. That's also the other reason why I'm actually not doing, or I haven't really gotten a 3DS capture card. Because one of the things is, I will at least make some of the money back. But I'm not probably going to make any of that money back. There is a thing where you can sign up to become partner with Nintendo. Kind of, where it'll take like some of the profits. But it doesn't make sense in Nintendo videos if you do that. If you aren't partnered with anyone and you join that, they also will take from your money off Sony and Microsoft videos, and that's stupid. That's I honestly see some legal problems with that, because why should they get funds off a game they don't even own? That makes no sense, and I also saw this. Look at that. Like, I don't know how they're getting away with that in particular. I can understand their own games, kind of, like them getting moved at least. But how are they getting away taking the funds off of Sony and Microsoft videos? That's really bad. If I was telling me, I kind of forgot. But that's just really, really bad. And there are people actually trying to defend that. I'm kind of at a loss for words. Like, there's no reason they should do it. Like, so many arguments defending it are dumb. Like, defending Nintendo. It's like, people, why are you doing this? I don't understand it either. And that's really kind of why I've never really bought Nintendo videos, honestly. I grew up with them. A lot of people definitely have. That's actually one of the reasons why I picked up Galaxy and also got my N64, because I was thinking about it. But it shouldn't be a thing. I think that honestly, most people are just defending because it's Nintendo, and Nintendo fanboys can be pretty fucking bad, honestly. I'm not really going to go on a tangent, but if it was a problem, like, honestly, anyone like Sony or Microsoft, they were probably getting a lot more backlash. But of course it's not, because they're aware of things, and I don't think they've ever really done this. Like, it was only Konami with Metal Gear Solid 4, Ubisoft themselves with Splinter Cell Conviction, which actually has made me consider redoing the game in better quality of cutscenes, because I actually did lose the old videos with the cutscenes, and the quality is not aged well at all. But anyway, it's just so dumb, and I've not heard anything else. I'm kind of weird talking about this and stuff, because I haven't really had time to go over it, but I'm just not sure what to say. I do agree that it's dumb. There's been a lot of talk about this. I am kind of somewhat protected by it, like, not really protected, I mean, but my provider's full screen are saying that there's not much that can be done. I think they're saying that I could probably sign up for it and still make some money, because if you sign up, at least you'll make some funds back. It's like 60-40. And if you sign up for a partnership with Nintendo, it's 70-30, but they get funds off all your videos, and that is really dumb. Because again, there should be some sort of legal problem if they can get money off Sony and Microsoft videos. There really, really should be. I don't know how they're getting away with that still.
Well, you certainly took your sweet time. Area secured.
I'm not sure. I honestly used to think maybe they're just trying to compensate for the Wii U funds, because the Wii U was selling pretty badly. I don't think any other system really had as bad a start as the Wii U. Like the PS3 did, but the Wii U had technical problems to start. Like I think the PS4 had some problems with at launch where something crashed. Like something would get the yellow light of death equivalent. But the Wii U just had so much more. Like, it had a shitty gigabyte, shitty hard drive. If it crashed when it was updating for the mandatory thing, which I do for my Wii U still, like the update in general would just take forever. But if it crashed, your Wii U became effectively useless, and that sucks. Among other things, like I'm not really sure, and not really having a lot of games, etc. The PS4 and Xbox One kind of had that, but the Wii U I don't think really took off till last year, frankly. I'm not really trying to defend it. I think that is a good console. I mean, I want one, but I honestly thought that after that, and after Nintendo canceled that, their policy of taking money off YouTube videos, that just meant, okay, the Wii U's doing good, and Nintendo's content. They're not really gonna do this shit again. But the Wii U is doing fine from what I've seen. Their sales figures, and yet they're doing it again. So what the hell is going on? I'm personally really confused, honestly. That also reminds me, if you guys have ever been to stores, you'll notice Nintendo games usually take a long time to decrease in price. Like, for reference, when I was looking for Batman Arkham City, I noticed that the Wii U edition was still $40, which you think is still an okay deal, since it comes with all the downloadable content. But Batman Arkham City Game of the Year edition on both Xbox 360 and PS3 was $20, regular edition as well, and obviously the Game of the Year edition is the best one to get. And that one's been out less. And for other reference, a bunch of other Nintendo games also took a lot more time to use the price. I think Splinter Cell, Blacklist, and Assassin's Creed 3 kind of did take a long time and saw all black. And then there's the exclusives, which are still a lot of money, like Zelda Wind Waker HD is still $50. But from what I've seen, other PS4 games have gone down. So it makes no sense. Like, that honestly has really turned me off from buying Nintendo games at times, because I need to save money, and I usually buy all my games when they're on sale. But Nintendo games never reduce in price. That's of course never really gonna happen. I mean, hell, even my parents who try to buy me games at times are like, "Want to wait for a sale?" And if there's no sale, what can I do? I just don't know what to do about Nintendo's policy though, because honestly, I might do a test run to see how it goes. Like, I might just choose. I have to think of some game to do, and then maybe I can probably think about how I'm gonna do this. I mean, I honestly, after this and God for Free, I might start going back to Nintendo games to see how that can go. Maybe try to get more people to come watch videos and stuff. But who knows? I mean, the policy is just really, really stupid.
Here they come! Get to the turret! Blast those ships out of the sky!
There's not much else I can really say. I mean, the only other reason is just because I don't know how many of you guys are Nintendo fans. I mean, I have done Nintendo games before. You know, I did Zelda Wind Waker, I did Paper Mario Thousand Year, which I'm thinking of redoing as well, with commentary and better quality, among other things. Oh god, this is getting bad. You know, I have done Nintendo games sometimes. I have done, like, you know, some brawl videos, etc. I just don't know, because the Nintendo games are pretty long at times. Like Galaxy, I got that back in late January, and I only finished that recently. And I'm still not even 100% done. I only got every other star. I mean, I have every star before the final level. I don't have anything after that. I have to just think how I'm going to really do things. I have honestly always wanted to do more Zelda games, because username, I mean, if you guys see my username, you can tell I'm a big Zelda fan. Although I'm not really a big fan of that branch of Zelda. Zelda games actually have the full sword, ironically.
We kicked those noids clear out of the city. Thanks, Sarge.
Oh, mathematic. Wow, that didn't take long. That'd be more missions.
Thanks again, Sarge. Me and the guys wanted to get you something to say thanks for saving our butts all over the galaxy. Everybody chipped in. We got you this map-o-matic.
Oh, you guys are the best.
Shit-eating grin from Ratchet. But either way, not much else I can really say about Nintendo. I am honestly really thinking about it. Because maybe, like, I might ask what you guys want to see. And I might honestly think of maybe even putting Nintendo games as my third Let's Play. I mean, doing 3 at once is probably a bad idea. But I think that could work, maybe.
A map-o-matic reveals secret areas on your world map. The secret areas are marked as green.
And I was really hoping Ogo would be offensive with that, but no, and I'm horrible for thinking about that. Whatever. Either way, after this in God Over Free, I am gonna make a video asking about what should I do with Nintendo games. I may have to do a little more research to see about this. I don't know. I think it was called their shit, I don't remember what it was actually called, their partnership thing. I would still keep my old partnership with full screen at least. So there's that. But either way, I'll see you guys on Planet Zelda. I'll talk more about this in my update video.